Hello there, and welcome back to my little bit of Mexico. Now, there is something that I really do enjoy, and that is cooking. And I like to try my best at preparing Mexican dishes as traditionally as I can. I may add the odd little British hint here and there, but I try to follow the rules as best as I can. There are certain people that you see on YouTube who don't really follow or do the recipe as it should really be. And one of those is Gordon Ramsay and his version, which was kind of scandalous, of huevos rancheros, my favourite of all breakfast dishes. Now, you would always expect that Mexicans will always make something fresh and traditional, but these days, I think with working lives, etc., people now are kind of changing how they do things. They're not really doing the same that their parents and grandparents probably would have done by cooking everything from scratch. Because nowadays people don't really have the same time. Both parties, the husband and the wife, do work, so it's not so easy to do the dishes that their parents and grandparents used to do. And it's just one of those facts of life. Sad, maybe, but there you go. This is how life progresses. So I've noticed there are a lot of frozen dishes now in the supermarkets now. You get various traditional dishes and many international dishes, pastas, etc., now in the freezer counters. And you do see some traditional dishes like chili rellenos in the freezer counter. But there's something that you can pick up in the local OXXO, and it's something that I love, and it's something called Chilorio. And there, I picked up this sachet, and I've picked up this quite a few times, and it is rather nice. And Chilorio is a very classic dish from mostly Sinaloa, and generally it's shredded pork in a very intense sauce. Actually, my boss's wife makes the most wonderful turkey Chilorio. This is made of pork. And her Chilorio is just glorious. Oh, such a wonderful dish that she makes. But to make Chilorio, it takes such a long time. And it's the slow cooking of the pork to make it so soft, and then you add the chilies, spices, and other things. So it can be a really complex dish to make. And to do this, you need a lot of time, and people don't really have that time. Like me, I don't have that time. Actually, I don't really know how to make Chilorio from scratch. So seeing this is quite a boon, really, to find this in the local OXXO. Although I really wish the sachets were a little bit bigger, because this really is a very nice, a nice thing. The flavour is wonderful. It's a nice spice, and I actually had this last night with some wonderful tortillas de maíz that I bought from the butcher. But really, it is a gorgeous thing. I really do like this stuff. It says sin conservadores, so without preservatives. It's not that salty. I mean, it says here, if you look at those two octagons, that it's excesos grasas. Let me say that again. Exceso grasas saturadas y exceso sodio. But this is the thing about these dishes. They have a lot of fat, because that's how you cook the pork. But to me, it didn't really seem that salty. It was rather good. It certainly made very good tacos, especially when you slowly cook the onions and then add the Chilorio to those onions. But the same brand make a very good cochinita pibil as well. Another dish that really takes a long time. So these days you can't blame people buying these, because nowadays life is very different in the modern age. So I did enjoy this. There was so many wonderful tacos that I had last night. But yeah, was this? This was something like between 50 and 60 pesos from the local OXXO. So not a bad price, really. I must learn how to make Chilorio from basics. I should talk to my boss. I should talk to Ed Soto and ask his wife, how do you make it? Give me a lesson of how to make Chilorio from scratch. I'm sure that she will give me a class on how to make Chilorio, whether it's pork or turkey, especially at Christmas, when it will be turkey. But really, yeah, this is a brand that I would recommend. Yeah. So if you enjoy Chilorio but find it's difficult to actually make, then pop into the OXXO and pick up a sachet of this, or the cochinita pibil. Yeah, very good. I would certainly recommend it.